Hello there, my name is Joshua Brown from the expert interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this training video I will teach you how to pass an executive interview by using a 30, 60 and 90-day plan. If you're applying for an executive job role with any organisation worldwide, I strongly recommend you take with you to your interview a 30, 60 and 90-day plan that details exactly what you will do in the role. If you take this document with you to your executive job interview, your chances of success will increase significantly. Okay, to help you pass your executive interview, I will cover the following 4 things in this training video. Number 1, I will explain what a 30, 60 and 90-day plan is for executive job interviews. This is vital as it will make you stand out from all of the other candidates that are applying. Number 2, I will tell you what to include in your executive 30, 60 and 90-day plan of action. You will come across as professional, someone with a plan for improvement, accountable for your actions, and an executive that drives success. Number 3, I will then teach you how to answer the difficult but common interview question, why should we hire you? That incorporates the 30, 60 and 90-day plan. And finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my ready-made 30, 60 and 90-day plans for executive job interviews, suitable for all organisations and industries worldwide. Now, hundreds of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt, and I can only help you pass your executive interview if you are subscribed. And please hit that like button because that really does energise me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Let's get started with the training video where I'll explain what a 30, 60 and 90-day plan is for executive job interviews. Please take notes. So a 30, 60 and 90-day plan is a document you take with you to your interview that tells the hiring manager what you will do in the first 90 days of starting work in your executive job for their organisation. So it's a powerful document that you print off, you take it with you to your interview, and you give it to the hiring manager when answering the question, why should we hire you? Later on, I will give you a brilliant example scripted answer to the question, why should we hire you, that incorporates this plan. Now let me teach you what to include in your 30, 60 and 90-day plan for executive interviews. Please take notes. So on page 1, you should write down your commitment to the organisation. The following are areas that you promise to commit while working in the role of an executive for their company. So make sure you insert their name. So you could say this, the following areas are the ones I promise to commit to while working in the role of executive for, and then insert the company name. And here are those promises that you commit to. Number 1, adhering to the company values. You can modify this section obviously to suit the organization. Make sure you check out and research that organization, by the way. Take a look at their About Us page. Have a look at their mission and values. That's really important. If you can look at their values on their website, this is normally on their About Us page or a dedicated mission and value statement page. That's brilliant to put in here as well. And the job description will also give you a massive hint of what things you should include here. But the ones I'm putting here are perfectly tailored for executive job roles based on our vast experience. So those company values could be integrity. I will act honestly, ensuring that my actions and decisions reflect the highest standards of professional conduct and are in the best interest of the company and customer and clients. Honesty. I will always be truthful, accurate and transparent in my work. Objectivity. I'll make decisions based on evidence and merit without bias or favoritism. Impartiality. To serve the organisation or clients or customers regardless of my personal views and provide advice and implement decisions without partiality. Now, confidentiality. I'll protect sensitive information and maintain confidentiality, particularly with regard to classified materials or personal data. The next promise to commit to is professionalism. You will maintain high work standards, strive for excellence, and continuously seek to improve my skills and knowledge. Act with courtesy and respect towards colleagues and stakeholders. Ethical behaviour. I'll make decisions and take ethical actions, avoid conflicts of interest, and report any unethical behaviour I encounter. Continuous learning and development. Engage in continuous professional development to improve my capabilities and adapt to the changing demands of the organisation and role. respect for diversity and inclusion, adopt an inclusive work environment, treating everyone with respect and dignity, and actively support equality and diversity, adapting to change. I'll be flexible and willing to adapt to changes in government policies, priorities, and organisational structures. You then conclude your commitment to the organisation with your name, date, and signature. So insert your name, insert the date, and sign the form. This is really important because this shows you're a very professional applicant, an applicant who is serious about the job role, serious about their organisation, and someone who clearly knows what they're doing and will perform very highly and to high standards in the job role as an executive. This is so important and a brilliant way to start your 30, 60, and 90-day plan. Let's now move on to page 2 of this plan. So on page 2, write down my first 7 days at work. This outlines what you will do in the first 7 days of starting work as an executive at their organisation, such as introducing yourself to colleagues, familiarising yourself with the workspace, and having an initial induction meeting with your line manager. For example, you could put this: introduce myself to my manager, immediate work colleagues, key contacts, and attend any induction if required. I will introduce myself to them if I am assigned an induction buddy. Number 2, you could write this: review the structure of the department and familiarise myself with the essential functions and how my role contributes to the broader organisation. Read any document related to my role, such as current projects and policies. Have an initial meeting with my manager to discuss the vision, purpose, and values of the organisation, mutual expectations and ways of working, objectives and key priorities for the immediate team, setting some initial objectives for myself, discuss any immediate task which I need to focus on. Okay, on page 3, you then write down my 30-day executive work plan. This is where you detail your goals for the first 30 days, establishing working relationships, observation, and stakeholder meetings. So, by the end of the first 30 days working in this executive role, I will, and then write something just like this: stakeholder meetings. I'll schedule one-on-ones with direct reports, department heads, peers, and key employees to gather insights on challenges and opportunities. I'll document review. I'll analyse annual reports, strategic plans, budgets, and performance reviews to understand historical performance and direction. SWOT analysis. I'll collaborate with my team to develop a SWOT matrix identifying strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for strategic planning. Observation. I'll attend meetings to observe team dynamics, decision-making, and company culture to understand how teams operate. Quick wins. I'll identify and implement immediate improvements to build trust and demonstrate effectiveness. Okay, on page 4, write down my 60 executive work plan, where you will outline tasks such as completing all e-learning modules, reviewing initial objectives with your line manager. So put something like this: data analysis. I'll analyze market trends, customer feedback, financials, and competitor benchmarks to uncover insights for strategic initiatives. Strategic priorities. Using data and SWOT analysis, I'll define key focus areas for the organization's strategic efforts. Team engagement. I'll host workshops and strategy sessions to involve teams, encourage collaboration, and foster ownership. Action plan. I'll develop a clear action plan outlining initiatives, timelines, responsibilities, and resources to ensure accountability. Strategy communication. I'll present the strategic plan to stakeholders, highlighting alignment with organizational goals and expected impacts to ensure buy-in. This is a brilliant 60-day plan, and I hope you can see by now the plan we're creating here really does make you the standout candidate. If you give this plan during your interview, and remember, I'm going to show you exactly when and how to do that later on in this tutorial, but if you do that, you will be the standout candidate, because I can almost guarantee no one else will be doing this. And it's going to make you seem the most professional and the person with an action plan who can make an immediate impact and difference to their company. So on page 5, you're going to do a very similar thing. You're going to write my 90-day executive work plan and put something like this: by the end of the first 90 days working in this executive role, I will launch initiatives. I'll roll out initial initiatives from the action plan assigning teams and resources to ensure progress. Set success metrics. I'll establish KPIs and metrics to evaluate each initiative's effectiveness and make data-driven decisions. Continuous communication. I'll implement regular updates, feedback sessions, and check-ins with teams and stakeholders to maintain open dialogue. Request feedback. I'll gather insights through surveys and feedback sessions to refine strategies and address obstacles. Evaluate and adjust. After 90 days, I'll assess results against metrics, presenting a clear progress report with key learnings and recommendations. And finally, manager review. I'll meet with my superior for a 90-day review to discuss objectives and development moving forward. So when should you give this document to the hiring manager? Well, I recommend handing your 30, 60 and 90-day plan to the interviewer when asking the question, why should we hire you? So here is my brilliant top scoring example answer to that question that shows you how you can not only impress the hiring manager with a brilliant answer, but also be the standout candidate by handing in this document. And by the way, if you don't get asked this interview question, which would be unlikely, but if you don't, I'll also have the perfect place to deliver that, and I'll tell you that in just a second. So here's my answer. Why should we hire you? You should hire me for 3 reasons. First, my extensive leadership experience aligns perfectly with the strategic needs of this executive role. I have a proven track record of driving growth, leading transformational initiatives, and enhancing organizational performance. Second, I am a collaborative leader who believes in empowering teams and fostering a culture of innovation. I prioritize building strong relationships and creating environments where diverse perspectives contribute to success. Finally, you should hire me because I've developed a comprehensive 90-day action plan tailored to this role, outlining my approach to understanding the business, delivering quick wins, and setting a foundation for long-term success. I'd be happy to share it with you. You then hand over your 30, 60 and 90-day plan for executive interviews to the hiring manager. Now, what if you don't get asked that question, why should we hire you? So if you do not get asked that question, why should we hire you? You can instead say at the end of your interview this: I've created a 90-day plan that explains what I will do in this role once I commence work, and I would like to give you a copy. You then give that copy to the hiring manager at the end of your interview, and you will leave a great lasting impression. So finally, how do you download these plans? How do you get these templates? Well, you can get these templates by clicking that link in the top right hand corner of this video or in the pinned comment below the video. These templates are provided in a Word format, so they're fully editable. You can put the company's logo on them that you're applying for, but you don't need to do much. That's the purpose of these templates. They're ready made for you. All you really need to do is simply insert their company name throughout the document, put their logo on it, print it off, sign it, date it, and put your name on it, just like I mentioned earlier, and take it with you to your interview and hand it to the hiring manager, either when they ask you that question, why should we hire you, or at the end of your job interview. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. And as mentioned before at the start, please do give the video a like. That really does motivate me to create more content for you, and subscribe to my channel because I'm constantly delivering content just like this to help people just like you pass your job interviews and excel in your career. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you all the best in passing your executive job interview. Have a fantastic day.